The digital bandit sign revolution is here. What is up, guys? Zach in here.
Rick in here.
And in today's video, we are excited to announce the digital bandit sign revolution. Now, we have been flirting with this. We've been teasing it to you guys. We've been showing you a little here and there about digital bandit signs. And we truly believe in the wholesaling real estate industry. 1 or 2 times a year, something crazy happens that changes the game. It changes the way you look at marketing. It changes everything. And I don't say that word lightly. Game changer or revolution things, right? The last big one was AI. And that was probably the biggest one I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. This is a lot. It's not as crazy of a step, but it is something that is worth making an entire series on and talking about. And these are what we call digital bandit signs. Now, this is not a new marketing strategy. For you watching this, is a brand new marketing strategy. There are no gurus, no YouTube videos that show this in depth, nothing like that. This is a secret, okay? A big secret in the wholesaling game that we want to tell you. And this has never been a strategy that was able to be unlocked without the power of AI. Because AI has happened, it was able to do the one roadblock stopping you from doing digital bandit signs all over the world. And so we are excited to announce the digital bandit sign revolution. And this, all you really have to know is a free marketing strategy that has free inbound leads that come to you, and really AI does all the work. Now, here's the, how much is this going to cost me, Zach? Was this for a small $50,000 fee talking to my staff? And we get, no, all right. Let me tell you this straight up. By the end of this video, you'll be able to start posting digital bandit signs on the internet right now. Okay, like there's no secret to this. And we were a little scared, okay? And now we're easing into this because this is a full breakdown today. We were a little scared to break this down because we know once we kind of let the cat out of the bag, everyone's going to be doing it. And this isn't a secret strategy where I'm trying to hide it from everyone what to do. I'm letting everybody know. All the gurus are going to come in tomorrow and make their own little video on this. But no one in real estate wholesaling ever announces anything new. There's no new marketing channels, no strategies. It's all the same stupid stuff regurgitated. And this is one that you've been using for over 20 years that we've kind of revamped with AI for you guys. Now, there are versions of this that are different that gurus sell for $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. And this is a strategy I've seen everywhere. For the past 6, almost 7 years in wholesaling real estate, I've seen digital bandit signs every single pretty much day. But they never really worked because AI couldn't do the work, and you had to do the work yourself. Never worked out. And so what we're going to do today is talk about digital bandit signs and how it is going to change the world in wholesaling real estate, how it's going to change everything. So guys, digital bandit signs are here. Digital bandit signs are going to change the entire world. But before we break down exactly what digital bandit signs are, how you can start posting for free to get inbound leads, no cold calling, no texting, none of that stuff. So digital bandit signs. Let me give my sexy guru pitch. Let me act like I'm selling you a $5,000 course, because unfortunately, that's the only way I figure out people pay attention. So this is a strategy that has no cold calling, no texting, none of that stupid stuff, no skip tracing, no cost, no money at all. And you get leads coming into you while you're sipping on, I don't know, Coca-Cola on the beach, living the life, right? You know, and for the low price of $0, you get started. Digital bandits, they sell themselves. It's a great strategy. I love it. And so let's talk about it. So what is a digital bandit sign? So let's talk about bandit signs, right? So basically bandit signs, you stick them in the ground, we buy ugly houses cash, and they come into you, right? That's the leads come to you.
Yeah.
That's a bandit sign.
That's it.
Digital bandit signs are basically bandit signs you put over the internet. And guys, why do we call it digital bandit signs? You know, I got my first 100K in wholesaling from bandit signs. So I love bandit signs, okay? The problem is you put them out, someone steals it, somebody takes it down. You got to wake up at 4 a.m. to put them out. Like, it's a lot of work, okay? I got to staple it sometimes. It's a ton of work. I get it. But the cool part about digital bandit signs is I can just copy, paste, and do 100 of them in 5 seconds. I could pay someone to do it too. I get coding. I have AI writing things. It's insane. So digital bandit signs are bandit signs you can put all over the internet. Now, this is completely different than Facebook ads. This is completely different than PPC. This is completely different than SEO. This is none of those things. because those things cost $3, $4, $5, $6,000 a month to run, and they get leads and deals. I'll tell you, but you'll get 15 grand, and you're going to have to spend 8 or 9 grand for the deal. Like it's ridiculous. All right. We're not talking about that. Okay. And I know it seems like an internet fad to go do the new internet hip thing, but this is a thing that's here to stay because of AI. All right. Costs no money at all. Not much time. AI is writing the scripts and that's it. And so let's just talk about it. Right. And the reason I'm going to break this down, I have to give everybody a warning before we break this. It's so simple how we're going to tell you how to do this, but I make it simple on purpose. Digital bandit signs are best when you use your own scripts. Digital bandit signs are better when you use your own thing. Let me give you an example, like SMS text blasting. When I give you an SMS text blasting script, you guys copy it word for word. I have 10,000 people who watch this video that are going to word for word do the same script, and then the carriers are like, we know this ad copy gets the boot. So whatever I talk to you guys, you have to fill in the differences in between. The reason why we're purposely letting you fill in your own gaps in between that is, first of all, you experiment, you see what works, you see what doesn't work. And most important part, if everyone has the same digital bandit signs, it won't work. Okay. You got to get creative in your own mind. I'm going to give you examples and all this stuff, but you have to use your own head, because once you use your own head, you get creative with things. And once you get creative with your ad copies and stuff, you're actually going to get great deals. Digital bandit signs work. So let's kind of talk about the first method of digital bandit signs. And for us to break it down, we have to give you a story about how you got your first deal off a digital bandit sign on a phishing forum 17 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So how did you get your first deal off a digital bandit sign before any of these gurus even knew what the word real estate meant?
Well, you use the same technique that we teach you when you meet with motivated sellers. So the main ingredient is connect with them, build amazing rapport, and have a great conversation. So if you can take that exact same mantra and take it over to the digital bandit sign, here's the key is you cannot spam. So you first have to infiltrate the groups you're already part of organically. So I like fishing, I like UFC, I love anything with like family, dogs and stuff like that. So I'm already in those groups. So I'm in there and I've already posted content and I'm considered a trusted source.
So you did where were you in? What kind of groups are we talking though?
Like fishing groups.
There's no Facebook groups back then.
No, it was more forums and stuff like that. And then once you posted and people are like, okay, they know what they're doing. It was real easy to post simple things. Hey, by the way, so I always did a bridge statement and hey, go over to this fishing spot. It's great. And by the way, if you ever need to sell a property quick, I'm your guy. This is what I do. And then people would DM me, ask me questions. And then eventually someone post, hey, I'm thinking about selling my house. I'm thinking about moving. And then I was like, hey, you ever think about just selling it quickly? And listen, it didn't work with every one of them, but I got leads that were basically free. And here's the difference is the new wave is these gurus are teaching people to go join 100 groups and 1 minute later make a post. You're all being flagged, or worst off, you're in a group that doesn't pay attention. I would never do business with you. Sellers are going to be the same way. You can't try to cram stuff down people's mouth. People know what's fake and know what's real. So you have to be organic about it because it's not about money. But if you just go in there and try to take from a group, nobody's going to do business with you, even if the moderators let you stay in there.
So we'll kind of talk about this, what you're talking about. So I got to decipher this, your first deal, right? Because we're talking about it, but like you went in this Facebook groups, right?
Yeah.
And you basically told people what you did, right? And you had a big, powerful statement on, because with the forums, there's 50, 60,000 local fishermen in there.
Yeah.
And you let 50 or 60,000 of those people know that you buy houses for cash. That's like you doing 60,000 texts in 2005, right? And nobody else. So he was doing a marketing channel of 60,000 lists that no one else was able to do. And guys, oh, that Rick guy, I like him. Oh, 60,000, boom.
Yeah.
So everyone imagines, right? Oh, I go to a coffee shop. I let people know that I buy houses cash. 10 people there. That's great. But it's better to do one thing and 60,000 people see it. And I have to tell you, a lot of you guys are part of in-person groups. Maybe you're part of the Freemason Lodge. Maybe you're out here, you're part of some community of something, right? Maybe your political group, maybe your thing here, right? Maybe this or that, right? But the one thing I can tell you is right now, you can amplify what you're doing with it. So in the in-person groups are fine, right? I'm with my book club. We got 10 people. It's great that they know I buy houses cash, but the true power of the internet is going to be the thing that changes everything. Okay. The point of the internet here, guys and gals, is when I'm in a group of 10 or 15,000 of something locally, fishing groups, right? A mom's group, a dad's group, there's barbecue groups. There's people that like sneakers and
you're in a dad group.
No, you are.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sure.
But like those type of internet groups with 10, 12,000 people, these are Facebook groups, forums, Reddit, I don't know, like whatever they are online. You let those 10,000 people know what you do. It's a marketing channel in itself. And that's what we're trying to do. And so I'm not saying you can only do the groups you're into, but like you can join groups of people. They don't have to be Facebook groups, and let people know who you are. You can make a post in that thing saying, I buy houses cash, like a Bandit sign, and then they come to you. That's it, right? And the big secret is not you just didn't go in there transactional. You were in there, you were actually participating, and then you let people know, and then boom, you got deals.
Right? Yeah, I didn't do what I call spam posts.
Yeah, and so this is all about doing Facebook groups. So how do we do this step by step? So that's how we got your first digital Bandit sign deal. And over time, we kept going on and on and on with it, and it eventually led us to kind of doing it ourselves with AI. Now, I used to do it kind of by myself. I got deals here and there. It wasn't a really good strategy because I had to make the ad copy different every time. And it was a lot of stinking work. But AI, I can just throw in and say, hey, make a post for this, and it'll just do it for me. And so let's kind of break this down step by step, all right? So what's method one here? Method one are what we call Facebook groups. That's kind of what we're talking about. So like you can do other groups, fishing groups, things like that, but like there's a bunch of Facebook groups, right? So I had Jason here says my golf cart enthusiast group has over 80,000 people. Like that's pretty gangster.
I got to join that group.
Right. But like, right. I'm just telling you, like stuff like that. And if they're local, it's amazing. So how do you do this? Right. I mean, guys, you guys got to fill in between the lines of what to do. I'll tell you what I do. I just go to AI and I say, write me a post in the Myrtle Beach Gulf Coast golf cart enthusiast group about how I loved golf carts. And if anyone's looking to sell their house, I'm looking to buy a couple for cash. And you have it do it right. You can say make 50 variations of it and then make different posts and variations and you get it right. Here's the secret. Don't complicate it. Have AI write it pretty much for you. And how does AI work again? AI is only as good as the person asking it the question. Mm-hmm. So if you give it a terrible prompt, your script's going to suck. And so ask a good thing. So in this group, make a post about blah, 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 and that I'm looking to buy a house. Right? Get creative with it, guys. Like y'all smart, right? You can learn how to do it from there. But go to different Facebook groups. The only rule I would say is make it a local group. Don't make it like, I guess the only one that is not local, like the Miami Dolphins fan group, most of them are going to be in Miami.
I'm part of that group.
But there's going to be people in like Minnesota that are fans in San Diego. So like, it's not the best, right? Make sure it's locally specific. And so I just go to groups and I just search, like I go to city, space, and then like group. And then I just go through Facebook and look. You're smart enough to do it, but it's a great way to do it. The other method that we talk about is Craigslist. And I know Craigslist is known as like the shady internet weird thing, but you still get deals on it, right? Mm-hmm. And we just did not just a podcast, like a year ago, I did a podcast because I was only doing Facebook groups, right? And his name's Brian, and we did a podcast with him. And he made 30 grand, 2 deals from Craigslist. He just posts Craigslist ads. We buy ugly houses. No AI, and he was doing deals like that. I'm like, I gotta look into it. And then AI happened, then we start doing. I'm like, oh, it's actually working. People are getting deals from this. And so now we can announce that you can use Craigslist for this too, right? It's pretty simple, right? You just go back into the AI, say, hey, AI, make a Craigslist post about blah, 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 blah. We buy houses. Well, whatever you want to put in there, get creative with it. Don't do the same exact one. And use ChatGPT. Bard AI is okay with it. It's not the best. I like ChatGPT the best for Craigslist ads. And the one thing you're going to find with Craigslist is they're going to want to take down your post a lot because it seems a little spammy. And so what I found is if you post 30 posts in like one day, it's not going to be the best. Maybe one post a day and just do a different ad copy every single day and you should be fine. The question like where to post, right? I tell you, get creative. Post in different type of places in Craigslist. You obviously don't have to pay for it. And just see which one's getting traction and which ones aren't, right? You got your Google Voice number, have them call you. It's like a Bandit sign, right? But it's digital. That is the point here. Post and for the Facebook groups and the Craigslist and just let the leads come in. It's pretty simple, guys. you make the AI, you make the post, and you let the deals come in, right?
Yeah. I
But
mean, it's
what's the
no-brainer.
secret? It's consistency, right?
It's doing it.
Guys, if you expect to get a deal in the next 4 hours from doing this, you're sadly mistaken. All right. The reason why these digital bandit signs work is because it's a natural, legit marketing strategy. And what does every legit marketing strategy, especially ones that are free, take? Time and consistency. Now, I say it's not that much time to write them, but you have to show up every single day and post them all day, every day. Craigslist is like, you got to be on the top. If you're not on like the top page, it's over. Facebook groups too. And so you can't spam the Facebook groups because they're going to kick you out. So you got to be careful with that. But like, you consistently post, you consistently comment, like you consistently just do in and out, like day after day. And these leads will come in, right? And that is the point here, guys. You go out here, you post it, you make the deals, and it works. I tell you, everyone comes up to me, they're sick of calling, they're sick of texting. Just try the bandit signs out. Try these digital bandit signs out. They're not a surefire way to get rich in wholesaling, but it's definitely a method I think that you guys should be trying to do, okay? And if you want like a more detailed breakdown on it, we are posting some videos in the future for it. Everyone knows we have the Digital Bandit Sign Academy at Flip with Rick Plus. Unfortunately, YouTube is going crazy. They just took down 2 cold calling videos that we did. And so YouTube's getting a little weird. I mean, I have no ill will towards them, right? But like, we got to look at our live cold calls now because YouTube's not liking them. And I'm not risking the YouTube channel for some live cold calling. I love my live cold calling, trust me. But YouTube's taking down a couple of them for privacy. And so they're really making a big push on this. So I recorded some videos on digital bandit signs, me posting it, me going out here and getting the leads. And unfortunately, they didn't like the privacy part of that. And so unfortunately, we have to move a lot of it inside of Flip with Rick Plus, basically on our own servers. And so we did make an ultimate Digital Bandit Sign Academy, which kind of fills everything in between. But honestly, like you don't need it. Like it's another notch on Flip with Rick Plus for it, the live events and stuff like that.
It's helpful.
But we do have it on there, FYI, for everyone. But honestly, between you and me, if you just start testing everything out, you'll do well. So how did I learn how to do digital bandit signs? I wasn't the expert. I kind of learned a little from you. I started posting them. Okay, this doesn't work. This works. And every Craigslist is different. Every Facebook group is different. They're all going to be slightly different. But really, digital bandit signs, they're here to stay and they're here to work.